Hi, it's Sarah from Pursuit, and we're going to go through an RDL with a barbell. So this is probably one of the most complex exercises you can do in the gym environment. But it's really important that it's eventually mastered, and it does take time and it takes loads of practice. So the concept here is a hip hinge exercise. So we're targeting hamstrings and glutes. So with the hip hinging, we want hips coming back, lengthening the hamstrings and stretching them out, lengthening out the glutes, and then hips coming back forward. Hips coming back, and then hips coming back forward. So this can quite easily be mistaken for kind of a squatty looking thing, but it's important for the whole exercise, because it's the hip hinging, not a knee hinge, is that our knees are relatively straight. There's a very slight bend through them, but they stay sturdy and structured the whole way through. So with this concept, my thought process is to go hips up to the ceiling. So I want to have a very slight bend in my knee, and I'm leaning right over, and I'm trying to get this point, my coccyx, up towards the ceiling behind me. And that's going to bring my hamstrings into it, my glutes into it, and you can see that my back is nice and flat. And then we come back forward again. So what we don't also want is that bend of the back. My spine is really straight, all the way to the top of my head is really straight as it comes down, and then up. So once you've got that concept right, I would even try doing that without picking up a weight. Get that movement down nice and slowly. If you feel the stretch in your hamstrings, then you're probably doing it right. And then move on to the barbell. So picking up the barbell, the first thing we want to do is bring our shoulders back and down. So a good way to start this is roll the shoulders up, roll the shoulders back, and then stay in that position. So it's exactly the same as we were doing before. Hips are coming down, and as you can see, the bar is slowly coming down my thighs from here, and then I'm going to use my hamstrings to pull back up into that position. So I'm not thinking, let's get the bar low, because if you think, let's try and get the bar as low as we can, you can hunch over, your shoulders hunch, and this action is not really doing anything for my hamstrings. But if I bring my shoulders back, and then all I'm thinking of is bring those hips back onto your heels, hips back, there I can really feel that stretch. And as you can see, the bar's not even going that low. I mentioned before, all that weight wants to go through your heels, and that's going to keep it on the hamstrings and the glutes. Once you've mastered that with a small barbell, then you can go onto a bigger one. This is 20 kg. It's exactly the same concept. I'm making sure that it slides down my thighs. It doesn't actually leave my thighs at all. And then I come up and I'm squeezing my glutes at that top position. Then once you can do it on with the barbell, then we can obviously add weight to it. That there is an RDL, or Romanian deadlift with a barbell.